Hi, sweet friend. Welcome to Watercolor Happy Hour, our weekly show where Dan makes a cocktail and I show you how to paint it. Dan, get away. So
today we're cooking with fire.
Safely.
Fire!
Safety first, though. We're gonna be doing it safely, right?
Well, that's why I've got this pan.
That's true, yeah. So it is going to be a lit cocktail.
Are the kids still saying lit? I don't think they are.
I don't know. I think I will.
Hello.
So, hi, Yolanda, Patricia, David. Welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. That's right, David. You're right. Yeah, Jen came prepared with fire. So let's chat about this cocktail. It's a very unique one.
It is. You found it on just like a random search because you wanted an elderflower cocktail.
Yeah. So I was like, Dan, I want a pretty elderflower cocktail. And then one of the ones that came up was this one, which not only was it pretty, but unique, but also like you could lit it on fire.
Yeah, so Yolanda's kids say lit, so we're allowed to say lit.
Okay, all right, cool. Thanks, Yolanda.
Yes. Now, if I start quoting like "I am my own worst enemy," then that wouldn't be very cool because that would make me look very old. I wonder if anybody gets that right.
I don't get it.
No. Okay. Well, if you watch the Clerks 3 trailer, you would know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Listen, I'm not gonna sing all the words to My Own Worst Enemy or any of the other lit songs that I know. But okay, it was a band in the 90s. They were very cool. That was a very cool reference. I think a lot of people are gonna appreciate that. Whatever. But yeah, so it was from what was it, from the Flavor Blender, a blog, I think.
Yeah.
So Dina K, I think, or Dinah K, Dinik, came up with this, and it's yet another elderflower one. This is not one that I make. This is not the type of cocktail I usually make, but I get to play with fire, and it's ingredients that Volta likes, so why not?
Yeah.
Let's do this thing.
All right.
The gist of it.
Oh, and Yolanda said, unfortunately, Dan, I can relate.
You know it. Yeah, I can remember in high school driving in my Chevy Beretta with my buddies listening to Lit's debut album, which I think was their only album, but it was still a great one. But all right, so there is a little prep work involved in this. You do not technically need to do any of these things. It just makes them, but hold on, technical difficulty. Volta has managed to get her necklace caught in her microphone. There we go. You probably should not put it on your jacket like that unless it's zipped up. Let's put that guy here. Sorry, folks. There we go. Let's put it on your shirt collar. And, well, I'm not going to do this right now.
Okay,
but
that's fine.
Next time, tuck it under your shirt.
All right, cool. Don't worry
you want
about
me
it. No, don't worry about it. Sorry, guys. Okay, carry on.
Yes, but all right. So, well, we soaked a few.
Yeah, let me show the flowers.
A few butterfly pea flowers in some gin. This is that Sesame gin, which is, like we've said, it's a great value gin to just play around with stuff like this. Because of that blog post, I learned that.
Oh no!
What happened to my phone?
Okay.
There it goes. Okay, I guess it's not liking it today. It may be hot. But yeah, I learned from that blog post that you can totally just kind of let a few of these soak in gin or whatever alcohol it is for a while, and it's going to make it. It's going to make it just the same effect. It's still going to make purple, and it's not going to taste all grassy. Before I was letting like a bunch of them kind of soak in it for a few minutes. But yeah, time with a few is a much better product than a lot with a little time. But I digress. My laziness aside, you'll also notice it's a little like sparkly. I've added some edible glitter to it just to make it look cool. That was a part of the aesthetic of this cocktail. So we're just going to take some of that elderflower infused gin, take about 1.5 ounces, but honestly, this thing is designed to be a shot, so the proportions are not that important. I'm going to make it sweet because it's what I'm going to do afterwards, after I light it and do the whole thing and make all the show. I'm going to pour it over ice because it's I'm too old to be taking shots. So I'm going to add a little bit more syrup to this than the original recipe called for. And then all I'm doing now is I'm just going to give it a quick swirl over ice. I don't want to over dilute this because we need as much alcohol as we can get in order to keep the alcohol that we're going to float on top of it from getting too diluted. Alcohol has a burning point, a sustained fire point of around, I want to say, it's about what, like the ambient temperature is around 70 degrees Fahrenheit when it is at about 130%, give or take. There's a scale you can look up, and we're really, like, no pun intended, okay, pun totally intended, playing with fire here. We're walking right on the edge because we're not using 151. We're using OFTD that's 70%, so that's 140. And then we're already adding a lot of dilution to it when we float it over the top. So what we don't want to do is just end up having to cook this cocktail to the point that it is not very tasty.
So quick note, if you are not familiar with butterfly pea flowers, they are used as, like, you can make tea, but the tea doesn't have any flavor. So you can use that to add blue color to anything, like any type of food. And another cool thing about it is when you add something acidic to it, it changes color. So it can become purple and sometimes even pink, depending on the acidity level.
Exactly.
So I just love it. It looks so cool. It's so pretty.
Yeah, with the glitter, it's so pretty. And what we're going to do now is we're going to float some of this rum on top of it, light it on fire, and then we're going to pour an acidic mixture on it. So we're going to see it flame up. We're going to see a bunch of cool glitter, and we're going to see it change color. So it's like a freaking magic trick. It's awesome.
It's a showstopper.
And yes, thank you guys. It is pretty. I appreciate it. Yes, and there is a fire extinguisher under the sink.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. We've also added the and so this is a mixture of equal parts sugar, elderflower, liqueur, i.e. Saint Germain, and a very, very acidic lemon juice. So we took super juice and we made it like extra sour so that it should change color. But for now, I'm going to take that overproof rum. We're going to take about a 1/2 ounce of it so that we have enough, because we have a wide glass here. If you have a narrow glass, you don't have to use as much, but you need to have a sufficient amount. And then we just take a little spoon like this, and we're going to allow that to just kind of gently cascade over. If you're really good at it, you'll turn the spoon the other way, but I'm not. So I need a little bit of control to just kind of gradually pour it out, and it'll distribute itself over the top.
People are doing a countdown.
Oh, a countdown.
Fire,
Oh, no.
5,
Oh, no.
4.
Oh, it's going to blast off. Let's see. Do we have enough? That looks like we have
really
enough.
Good.
Okay. So now.
Yeah, just, I guess.
Move all the stuff away that could potentially be flammable. Well, yeah, if we can turn the lights down, that would be even better. But I don't know if we can.
We can.
Because we have all this stuff. I don't know if it's going to make much of a difference. Yeah, that's good. All right. Maybe hold up that little guy behind you. So now the hard part is that we're going to... Well, once it starts getting lit. So this torch...
It's about to get lit.
Is designed to flame at a distance, and we can't do that. So I'm trying to turn it as low as possible, because what I don't want to do, and you can see that safety first, I've got this whole thing kind of laid out because I want to catch any alcohol if it does spill out while it's on fire. but we have to get it hot enough
Oh, there it is.
so that it's actually burning.
Can you see it? If I
And
hold
it'll
this,
sustain itself.
hold this against
Yes.
it.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, do the cinnamon trick, Dan.
Yes. So now what we do is you take.
So I'm just holding this so you could see it, see the flame better, just a dark background.
Yes. And now we take cinnamon.
Ooh!
So
Oh,
it pours
yeah,
out,
magic.
And we take that and we do.
Did you know this? I had no idea cinnamon does this kind of stuff. Oh, so now it's also going to be changing color. Oh, look at
Yes.
that. It changed color. That's so cool.
Boom.
Oh, it smells so good. Cinnamony.
Yes. Smells like cinnamon. We'll just put this cap over it to isolate the flame. And there you go, folks. Magic cocktail. Look at that.
It's a showstopper. I probably just would make one at your party just to show it. And
Oh,
then,
yeah. I guess you could make a batch of these. Like you could make a big thing and just kind of do the whole thing.
Yeah.
But oh, yeah. Oh, and also I just realized like we didn't even explain to people. We just assumed it was all of our friends that were on here. And we got some new people. But yeah, like so the whole gist of the show is that I make a cocktail. I'm Volta's husband. She's the artist. She lets me participate by making a cocktail, doing something cool, and then she paints it for everybody.
Yeah.
The whole idea is like a date night thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So we've made this cocktail. I am not trying that in that glass because that is going to be very hot, and that would be a very dumb thing to do, to drink it straight out of the glass.
Yeah, don't do that.
So pardon the noise for a second. I'm going to get some ice. Stepping away. A lot of ice. I realized that it was a dumb mistake on my part to pour that ice out. I intended to hold on to it. But okay. That is, we kept it cool long enough. But it is also very strong. So now that we've poured it over ice and we have this glittery purple like unicorn cocktail.
So it would have retained a deeper color if you didn't add as much lemon juice, right?
Yes, if you wanted it deeper, it would get brighter. If I had, so another problem, if I had used a proper like a 151 or like a real overproof rum, I wouldn't have had to use as much.
Oh, okay.
So I could have gotten away with using a quarter teaspoon. So what's actually happening here is not the color. So if I can show you guys real quick. Ooh. It actually tastes good. Yeah.
That's a little too strong though.
Yeah. So if you see without the rum, I can pour a little bit of this and you see how it's like this kind of like indigo,
so pretty,
sort of blue.
Yeah.
And then if I pour this into it, it'll start to turn almost a neon pink color. That's the color we're supposed to see. But between the elderflower liqueur and the rum, that is going to be extremely tart, and disgusting because it's not cold. I don't know why you just drank that.
Oh my God. That was a mistake.
That was not a good idea.
Oh.
I didn't even add sugar to it.
Oh my God, that's disgusting. Don't do that. What is this? Don't do that.
No, well, you need to do a lot of other things too.
Apparently you can't make just a 2-ingredient cocktail.
Yes. Did you not watch Mad Men? Like a 2-ingredient cocktail is desperation.
What? Ice and
The cocktail needs to be 3 ingredients. I'm going to try it too because I'm stupid.
Well, yeah.
Oh God, that's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is just gin and lemon juice. And it's warm.
It's not recommended.
Bah. The
But
things
actually,
that we do
but
for
I think
entertainment.
it still tastes better than the one with the rum.
No.
Okay, that was just like really strong.
Whoops. Sorry. Tech support failure.
Dan, come on.
But I was disconnecting my phone.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Can you turn the lights back on?
Yes. Oh yeah. People probably want to see you actually painting this thing.
Yeah, this will be a quick one. So,
I like the special effects too. We were so distracted by all the fire that yes, people are very excited about it. Oh, David, yes, thank you. I was worried about my hair. You can see that's why it's tucked behind my ears today. Yes, Volta was the lighting director. I appreciate all the special effects. Oh, and yes, thank you, Tiffany. Yes, I do agree this is the best painting cocktail yet because there is fire on it. Nice. People were excited about this one.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So now I'm just sketching like a rough shape. So you instead of the more usual two parallel lines, we have two slanted lines, kind of like this, towards each other.
Almost parallel lines.
Yeah, and then we have a narrow oval.
Did you forget the word oval?
Narrow oval here at the top.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Volta is a polyglot, and when she gets a little tired, or if she's had a few drinks, she forgets which language she's going to speak.
Also not a drinker.
Oh yeah, Matt. Yeah, I'm excited about this one as well.
Yeah. So then I'm drawing the base, and these are kind of two parallel lines, and then for the stem are two parallel lines, and then the base is another kind of like oval shape that like extends out of these. Two lines. That's basically like more or less the shape of it.
Tiffany is asking how many languages you speak while you fill this in.
Tiffany, thank you for the question. I speak 4 languages, Russian, Romanian, English, and Spanish. So I grew up with Russian and Romanian, and also while I was young in Moldova, I was watching soap operas in Spanish, and they had like subtitles in Romanian or Russian sometimes, and I feel like that helped me a lot with learning Spanish, even if the vocabulary I learned was very dramatic.
Yeah. And how did you learn English on those television shows?
Oh yeah, I would also watch Cartoon Network, I did study English like in school in 5th grade. That's when I started, I think. Yeah, I just would watch like Cartoon Network without even knowing what they were saying, and just like the colors of the cartoons are so pretty.
Oh yeah, Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, Dexter's Laboratory. I like had no idea what they were saying, but I just knew that this one blonde girl was just causing all kinds of ruckus.
Actually, we kind of have a Dexter's Laboratory vibe a little bit. I'm the scientist, and you're just the ballerina that destroys everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't destroy everything. DD.
Yes. Oh, and Matt is asking, what is your favorite language to read recipes in?
Oh, read recipes. Well, definitely English, because I just like, that's in my brain all the time. And that's the most, I wouldn't say I've ever like read any recipes in Russian or Romanian, and I'd be lost. I mean, I would know the words, but it would just take a while for me to like.
Didn't you get like this old recipe book from your mother that had?
Yeah, it's a Soviet book. I do have it. I love it.
Yeah, it was an old like you had. It's one of your mini side projects, right? Where you wanted to kind of translate that and paint them and put it into like a more modern.
Yeah, not necessarily translate, but definitely like make art inspired by that.
Didn't we have to carry that thing on a plane?
No, that was another book that I asked you to carry for me. It was like an art book.
Oh, yes. That's right. All right. Well, back to the painting.
Yeah. So I just mixed in a little bit of purple and added some water because we want it to be fairly saturated. Like it was pretty dark, before we mixed in the rum. That's kind of the image I'm going for. And I'm just going to paint this area here. And of course, my light source is coming from the left-hand side. So I'm going to lift off a little bit of color here so that I have a nice highlight. And then here at the top, I'm just going to use like, I'm just going to drag a little bit of paint from this area into this little oval here, just so that, because I want it to look a little bit lighter than this part, because that way, like you're seeing a little bit of the surface, and that's usually just a slightly like lighter value of that color. So that's why I'm just adding a little bit more purple here to punch up the color and the contrast. And let's see, I'm going to let this dry for now. I'm just going to use a little bit of Payne's Gray. So I'm diluting it with tons of water.
Payne's Gray, Volta Bingo.
Yeah. And just going to outline.
And just FYI, Tiffany's saying that would be a very cool project with the
oh,
with
thank
the
you, Tiffany. Yeah. One day when I have some free time. No, but I think that would be cool, Dan. Like, say, like, you make the dishes and I paint them and eat them. Like, wouldn't that be such a great idea?
I would enjoy that thoroughly.
Oh, for real? Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, I love cooking and making things.
Yeah. I love painting food.
I need to post the thing that I made today. My what did I call them? Crouflé or scone soufflés.
Scone soufflés.
Yes.
Those are really good.
Oh, it's so much easier. Like I'm trying to make like souffle pancakes when I could just be making souffle scones, and then you don't have to flip them over. And what's nuts is they're so low calorie because you don't put cheese in them.
Well, cottage cheese.
Well, cottage cheese, but still, I mean, we're talking about you can make 20 of the little guys for 800 total calories. Not even that much. 700. Yeah. What a breakfast.
Yeah. My mom has always told us that we should start making food on the show. And I'm like, Mom, it would take forever.
Yeah, I mean, people like hanging out with us. I like hanging out with you.
Yeah.
I only imagine other people like doing it too.
Yeah. Maybe we'll consider. Well, might do one that's like a quick recipe or something.
There's no such thing as a quick recipe.
All right, cool. So back to this cocktail. I just added, painted with a little bit of Payne's Gray on this side. So again, light source is coming from this direction. So the area is going to be lighter on the left-hand side, darker on the right. And now to like paint the fire, usually like when you see flames, I know the traditional kind of like idea of a fire, it's like you use a lot of orange, but if you remember like just a few minutes earlier, the flames are pretty blue. And I don't know why. Maybe you know the science behind it, why those flames were blue and not red. But they were red once you were throwing like cinnamon or something. So that's why I'm using like a mix. I'm going to do some blues and oranges, but not together, because when you mix them up together, they're going to turn to mud. So just be careful to like keep those colors separate.
The gas that is acting as the accelerant or the medium of the flame is what will cause it to burn a different color.
Boom, science.
Yeah, so if you have like hydrogen will burn very orange, I believe. And in this case, what's actually burning is the ethanol coming off of the liquor as it's burning.
Oh,
so, yes.
Cool. Thanks, Dan.
Yes, there you go. Oh, and David is very excited about the prospect of us cooking a recipe.
Oh.
He makes a good point. He says appetizers and cocktails, basically a sophisticated dinner.
And cocktails.
Yeah.
I love it.
Sophisticated dinner party.
Okay, and since I am all about snacks, this is perfect. Like appetizers are basically snacks.
Yes.
This works very well with my brand identity.
Brand identity. We can make blini. Let's throw it all together.
Yeah.
Yes, and blue flame. Yes, natural gas. Yes, that is a excellent one. But not methane. Is it methane? Is natural gas methane? No.
So I just am doing like very quick brush strokes.
Propane.
Brush strokes.
What's wrong with me?
That are...
Pink Hill. I lost my Texan card for a second. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm just like doing very quick brush strokes they're like very kind of organic and quick, like this, quick. Yeah.
Like fire.
Yeah, but I'm trying not to, again, kind of going around the blues. So you first want to pick one or the other and then kind of like fill in the gaps, so to speak. So just roughly, like we're, you know, kind of making a representation of that fire on there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a very simple one, very kind of short glass, but it's definitely fun because it's like a different color. You get to paint with purple, or you could also make it a little bit more blue if you wish.
Now Volta, I'm gonna ask if you don't have the right equipment prepared for it, but it's okay. But what if there was like sparks?
Oh,
how would you do that?
Like glitter?
I don't know. Like for
I actually have a set of glittery watercolors that I forgot to bring up. I could have done that.
Oh, that would have been
Yeah,
cool.
I want to show you. I actually was testing these out. My sweet friend Chef Twee, she surprised me with a set, and let's see. These are like, I was playing around and like making different swatches, but this is so fun. If you're into like watercolors, I can link to the artist that she handmade these, and the name escapes me of her business, but it's they're so fun.
Nice. Yeah. Link to
so
that. That was
shimmer.
Totally unintended. I'm glad I asked that question.
Yeah, and like unintended, I actually accidentally had the sketchbook with me, so I normally wouldn't have, but yeah, this is super fun to play around because it's like very shimmery and pretty and fun.
No, well, and thank you, David. I agree. We stepped up our production quality. We have flames. We have better microphones.
I know.
Everything's better.
Yeah, we got glitter, watercolor. What?
That's all you need for a successful cocktail and watercolor stream, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Glitter, fire, microphones.
There you go, and maybe some light.
No, we have plenty. We got a purple plant over there.
Oh yeah.
Can they see the little? No, they can't see the head planter that we have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It looks cool. Well, by the way, that purple light isn't just aesthetics. For some reason, it helps those plants grow.
Yeah,
but it
it's
does
like
look cool.
a growing light.
Yeah, it's for like for plants, not for like other stuff.
Right. But yeah, okay. Yeah, we will consider appetizers, apps, and snacks and cocktails.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Apps and snacks and cocktails.
No, just snacks and cocktails.
Snacks and cocktails. Yeah. A sophisticated evening with Dan and Volta.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Yeah,
well, thank you.
Yeah, I'm big on volume eating, like low carb or low cal fulfilling things. So I can talk at length about appetizers. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Well, but speaking of food, I'm hungry. So let's go.
That's right. Yes,
Yeah.
I can see. I'm also very bad at context clues.
I'm like trying to wrap this up. Dan's like, I'm also good at it. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope you enjoyed this very lit cocktail. Definitely like safety first. Make sure, if you are attempting this at home, to have, the proper safety measures like a fire extinguisher nearby.
Just by the way, the most important thing is to put it in a lipped pan. Because what'll happen, the worst case scenario is that it spills. And if it spills, it'll pour everywhere. And when it pours everywhere, you'll have fire going all over the place. Yes, put it in a pan.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they know about our pizza night.
Yeah, well, we've told them a few times.
We're doing pizza again.
Yeah, pizza.
It's our little tradition.
Yeah, it is.
I know we confused our pizza guy because he was like, what?
Yeah, we switched up days.
Yeah.
Sorry, Fernando.
All right, guys, have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next week. Same time, same place. Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
That was lit. Thank you.